Many years ago, in the village of Umonile, Mama Agbere was a name that sent shivers down spines. Even the rooster would hesitate to crow when her shadow stretched across the compound. People said she could turn laughter into tears with a single word and peace into chaos before sunrise. Mama Agbere had three sons, Kunle, Tunde, and Ola. Each was hardworking, handsome, and respectful. But every blessing carries a curse. In this case, the curse was their mother. Before Kule married, the elders warned him, "Son, choose wisely. Your mother has tested the patience of women across 3 towns. If she does not like her daughter-in-law, the woman will vanish like money due." But Kunle, young and hopeful, thought, how bad can it be? Enter Pelumi, the gentle, soft-spoken first wife. She tried everything: cooking, cleaning, bowing, kneeling. She greeted Mama Agbere with reverence every morning and offered her small gifts: palm wine, soft yam porridge, freshly pounded yam, and pepper soup. But Mama Agbere was not impressed. "Your yam is too soft. Your porridge is too thick. You kneel too politely. I prefer knees that tremble with fear." Bellumi endured. She cleaned every corner of the compound, washed every forgotten dish, even polished Mama Agbere's bead and slippers. Yet, every effort was met with new criticism. The villagers whispered among themselves, "This one is not strong enough. She will leave soon." And she did, quietly, one morning. Tunde's wife, Ifoma, was next. She tried boldly to confront Mama Agbere with polite reasoning. She suggested improvements to cooking, offered ideas to improve the garden, and greeted guests with warm smiles. Mama Agbere turned every kindness into a battle. "Ifoma, why is your garden too tidy? Are you trying to mock me? Ifoma, your greeting is too loud. Are you mocking my spirit? Ifoma, you sweep too softly. Dust is disrespectful now." Ifoma lasted 2 years. By the third, she had quietly left. Now, the villagers had a saying: "If you want to test patience, go to Mama Agbere's house." Then came Ola, the youngest son, calm and gentle. He had avoided marriage because he feared his mother's wrath. But destiny is a funny thing. And one day, a woman came who would shake the village to its very foundation. Her name was Zainab. Calm, confident, smiling and fearless. She was about to meet Mama Agbere, and neither she or the village realized the calm storm had arrived. The day Zainab arrived, the sun barely peeked over the horizon, but Mama Agbere was already outside, wrapper tied like a general, broom in hand. She studied Zainab as if her life depended on it. "You look gentle. I hope your spirit matches your eyes," she muttered. Zainab curtsied politely. "Mama, I am whatever God made me." Neighbors peeked from behind fences. Some children played quietly, imitating Mama Agbere's threatening stance. Mama Agbere was already scheming. She began her tests. 1. Sweeping the compound. Zainab woke before sunrise and swept every corner meticulously. The chickens and goats watched curiously. 2. Cooking a difficult stew. Mama added confusing instructions. Add too much salt, but don't let it taste salty. Zainab followed, precisely, producing a stew that smelled like heaven. 3. Odd chores. Wash these clothes, but leave them wet. Zainab folded them neatly. Leave the edges slightly damp as requested. Every neighbor watching whispered, "This one is something else. She no dey fear at all." By the end of the week, Even Mama Agbere's broom shook with anxiety. She muttered, "Who is this girl? Why does she not tremble? Why do I feel unsettled? I will break her, or at least try. The calm storm will bend." Mama Agbere escalated her efforts. The next week, she tried tricking Zainab with impossible instructions. Sweep the compound without a broom. Cook rice but don't let water touch it. Prepare breakfast for the village, but only use one egg and one tomato. Zainab obeyed, literally, using clever improvisation. A branch for sweeping, a cloth for rice, and cooking techniques that fed the entire village. Neighbors laughed silently. Children made games out of predicting how Zainab would respond next. Even the goats seemed to understand the tension and scattered mischievously. Every time Mama Agbere shouted, Zainab calmly replied, "Yes, Mama, I am learning from your wisdom." Mama Agbere was baffled. She had never met anyone who did not break, cry, or shout under her tests. By the end of the week, she began muttering to herself, "This one, she's like pepper that burns but does not fade. Dangerous." Mama Agbere tried the ultimate public test, embarrassing Zainab in front of neighbors. She ordered her to cook a feast for the village. Knowing previous daughter-in-laws would have failed, Zainab cooked expertly, following every contradictory instruction with calm precision. The aroma drifted across the village like a festival announcement. Neighbors tasted the dish. Children laughed at Mama Agbere's dramatic gesture. Chickens and goats became part of the comic chaos, chasing leftovers and clucking at the absurdity. Even the elders whispered, "This girl, she did not just obey. She used calmness as her weapon." Mama Agbere's face turned red with frustration. She realized she could not humiliate Zainab. By the end of the day, Mama Agbere sat in her room alone, holding her broom. "This girl, she has pepper in her spirit. I cannot crush her." Mama Agbere, frustrated that her private test had failed, decided to make a spectacle. She sent word to the villagers. She tried again. "Tomorrow, my daughter-in-law will prepare a feast. Let all who are curious witness her spirit." The village was buzzing. From the market to the stream, everyone was talking about Zainab. "Ah, this one, they say she does not fear Mama Agbere. I must see with my own eyes." On the morning of the feast, the compound was chaos. Mama Agbere strutted around, broom in hand, muttering instructions to Zainab. "Use only 2 eggs for 10 people. Make it tasty. Don't spill a drop. And don't forget the fire." Zainab smiled politely and went to work. She chopped, stirred, boiled, and grilled, all while maintaining a calm smile. The chickens ran around, trying to steal food, and children ran after them, laughing hysterically. Neighbors peeked from windows, whispering, "Even the goats are confused. The food smells good, and Mama is angry." When the villagers sat down to taste, Mama Agbere expected disaster, but Zina presented a feast fit for a king. Every dish was delicious, every flavor balanced perfectly. Mama Agbere's face turned red. She tried to shout, but the villagers laughed, clapping for Zainab. Even the previous daughter-in-laws, Belumi and Ifoma, secretly came to witness, whispering, "Finally, the girl who didn't break." Mama Agbere, desperate to reclaim her authority, arranged a direct confrontation. She stood in the compound hands on her hips, glaring. Zainab, speak. Why do you not fear me? Zainab, calm as a morning breeze, replied, Mama, fear is not respect. I respect you, but I cannot allow unfairness in this house. The neighbors gasped. Mama Agbere's shouting grew dramatic, but Zainab remained composed, answering every attack with calmness. When Mama accused her of disrespect, Zainab gently explained each action. When Mama tries to scare her with tales of past daughter-in-law, Zainab responded with humor, leaving Mama flustered. Children peeked around corners, whispering, See, she is not afraid. Even Mama's voice cannot shake her. Even the chickens and goats became part of the comedic chaos, running around during the heated exchange, adding absurdity to the tension. By the end, Mama Agbere realized she could not intimidate Zainab with shouting. For the first time in decades, she felt humbled, unsure of herself. Over the following weeks, Mama Agbere slowly changed. She apologized to neighbors she had wronged. She spoke kindly to the children who once feared her. She even attempted, awkwardly, to help Zainab in the kitchen. Villagers were amazed. The woman who had terrorized daughters-in-law and neighbors now smiled genuinely, laughing freely, and even shared advice, sometimes accidentally. One morning, she tried to bake bread with Zainab. She added too much sugar and muttered, This bread will surely teach them a lesson. Zainab laughed and adjusted the dough, showing her how to balance flavors. Elderly neighbors whispered, I never thought I would see the day Mama Agbere walking side by side with her daughter-in-law. Mama Agbere decided to publicly honor Zainab. She invited the village for a celebration, announcing, I have retired from my Ministry of Daughter-in-law Affairs. Zainab has taken over. The villagers laughed, clapped, and cheered. Pelumi and Ifoma returned, smiling quietly, relieved. Ola watched proudly. Mama Agbere addressed the crowd. This girl did not fight me. She fought my stubbornness with love and cleverness. She won, and I am grateful. Zena smiled, replying wisely, Mama, love is pepper. It stings, but it makes life flavorful. The village erupted in laughter and applause. From that day, peace returned to the compound, and Mama Agbere became the wise, funny, and gentle mother everyone respected, no longer feared. The end. Thank you so much for watching the story to the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and click on that notification bell so that when I post new amazing stories, you will be among the first people to get notified. Share this video with your family, friends, and enemies, because even your enemies need good stories from me. If you love what African Tales by Sonia is doing here and you wish to support me, you can buy me a coffee using the link on the description of this video or the link on my bio. Thank you and God bless you as you do so. If you want me to give you a shout out or a special hug, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. Please don't forget to leave a comment from me, as I will be replying to each and every one of your comments. Let's make the comment section an interactive place. And remember, make yourself the priority. Never let anyone bring you down. Until I come your way again with my next story, ciao!